What's up, gang? Today we are looking at another e-scooter. This one isn't just another scooter. It's from a company called InMotion, who is famous for making their electric unicycles, but they're also famous for making safe and quality products. Now this scooter is exactly the same. It's made very, very well, and it feels like a very safe scooter. I've had this scooter since before Christmas, and I've put a whole heap of kilometers on it. Truth be told, my wife has actually put more kilometers on it than I have. She absolutely loves this thing, and it's a very nice scooter to ride. So let's spend the next 8 minutes and let's talk about the scooter. Let's go through its specs. Let's tell you what I like, and let's tell you what I don't like as much. So let's start at the top of the scooter and work our way down. Straight away you'll see here this really nice big heads-up display. In front of that is this really super bright headlight. It's certainly not the brightest headlight on the market, but it is definitely up there. I really like this headlight. It shines it where it needs to go on the road. On the left-hand side of the handlebar, you've got one single brake lever. That connects down to the front drum brake, but also connects to the rear electronic brake. Also next to that, you've got the bell. Over on the right-hand side, you've got a very simple, basic, and quite nice feeling thumb accelerator, and hand grips are very nice. They're grippy and spongy, and all the times I've ridden this, I have not had any sore hands from holding onto it for too long. Now moving down the stem, you've got a really nice, almost one-hand locking mechanism. It locks in beautifully and folds down smoothly. It does beep to let you know if you've left the scooter on, and when you lift that up, it locks into place really easily. There's not much mucking around, and it does lock in very nicely. And to date, I haven't had any stem wobble, which is a big bonus for this type of scooter mechanism. Moving down from the stem mechanism, we've got these two really nice front shocks. Now these shocks do a good job of absorbing city bumps. It can also handle light off-road, but I certainly wouldn't be taking it extreme off-road. That's not the point of this scooter. This really is a long-range, comfortable commuter scooter, and those shocks are there to smooth out your ride. Now let's move on to the wheels. The wheels on this are a 10-inch tubeless pneumatic, and they do a very nice job. They're a reasonably low profile with really nice grip, but they also do really well on packed dirt, grass, and so on. I have no problems with these wheels at all, and I actually think being a 10-inch pneumatic, they deliver an even more comfortable ride when you combine with that suspension. Now looking at the frame and the case, this is a really nicely made scooter. It has a really nice wide footprint. It's very comfortable to cruise on. Now looking at the body of the scooter, it's been really well made, and it's not surprising because it is made by InMotion. The body is IP55. Inside the body, the battery case is practically waterproof at IPX7, and the controller, which is obviously in the body, is IPX6. So riding this in light rain or on wet ground, you should have no issues at all. Obviously, never give a guarantee with electronics, but they've built this well. They've sealed it really nicely. Now quickly taking a look underneath the scooter, it has a plastic skid plate, and this is where you can see this beautiful dual spring suspension on the rear. And again, this suspension does a nice job when you combine it with the 10-inch pneumatics and the dual front suspension. It really delivers a smooth, comfortable urban ride. And just behind that suspension is probably the most important thing, the motor. This INMOTION S1 has a 500 watt motor. They say it has a max speed of 30 kilometers per hour, but I believe it can actually do a little bit more than that. Once you connect it to the InMotion app, you can really play around with your speed settings. You can lock it to certain speeds and you can unlock certain speeds. Having that InMotion app is a big plus for this scooter. It really makes a difference to the ride experience and allows you to tailor the scooter to how you want to use it. Now just quickly before we end, some overall specs about the scooter. The scooter itself is only 24 kilos, but can carry a rider up to 140 kilos. And I honestly believe for the price of this scooter, there's nothing else I don't think that really compares as far as quality build, speed, range, ride comfort, and just look appeal. Now, speaking about range, InMotion claims a max range of 95 kilometers. Now just remember that will be under perfect conditions with, I'm guessing, a 70 kilo rider on the flat, probably in speed mode 1 or 2. My testing, I usually get around 35 to 40 kilometers. That's in the top speed mode sport, and that's going at the max speed. And the reason for that good range is because of the battery. It's got a 54 volt battery and it's 12.5 amp hours. Now, being 54 volt, that's going to give you really nice power off the line with very little battery sag towards the end. And the last thing I want to cover on the scooter is just the ambience. And I know that's a strange thing to talk about, but this thing just has a really cool feel about it. It looks very futuristic. It has really nice blue underbody lights that you can turn on and off through your app. You can also activate what they call indicators or turn signals, and it works off the gyro in the scooter. So when you turn the scooter left or right, or if you lean, it makes the particular side you're leaning towards go red. And it also shows a little indicator symbol on the dashboard. These are just all these really nice little features that I like. So guys, let's wrap up the video. I want to tell you what I love about the scooter, and I want to talk about what I think could be improved very easily. The S1 is a really nice unit. It's compact. It can carry a good sized rider, 24 kilos weight, 500 watt motor, really good range, 35 to 40 kilometers range on a scooter that's under $1,000 US is good value. Really nice headlight, underbody lights, app connection, and of course the suspension. So much air. The suspension is what makes the scooter so comfortable and really puts it a step above those 9-bot S's and 9-bot Maxes and the Xiaomi's and those sorts of those other scooters that are in this price range. Now let's move on to what I think could be improved. This is where in my normal SWOT analysis I would say this is an opportunity or a weakness. This is really an opportunity, I think, for InMotion to make this scooter even better, and it's a very simple point. Change the front drum brake to a disc. The drums are good, but drums are really old technology. This would be an amazing scooter if it had a disc brake on the front. It would make it so much easier to maintain, but also give much stronger braking. Drums can be quite dull sometimes, but of course when you combine the drum brake with the rear electronic brake, it still does a very good job, but a disc would just make it that much better. So guys, let's wrap up the video there. Thank you so much for watching. If you've got any comments or questions, as always, put them down below. I'll answer every single one. I'll put some links of where you can purchase this around the world also in the description. All right guys, until next time, skate safe, scoot safe, wear a helmet, and we'll see you on the next video.
Scotty. Who's Scotty?